Hello everyone, I'm Pearl.
I'm William.
Today we are going to talk about the history of Taipei.
When it comes to Dongmen, Ximen, Nanmen, and Beimen, many people may think of the MRT station. However, today we aren't going to talk about the things underground, but things on ground. Pearl, do you know that Beimen looks different from the others?
Be honest, I have never realized that they are different.
Yeah, I believe some of our audience hadn't known that before. Even I hadn't noticed that before I went on this project. So let's take a look at the videos and pictures we took. Can you find any differences?
Oh, the top of Dongmen, Nanmen, and Xiaonanmen is green, while Beimen has a red one.
Yes.
But why there isn't a picture of Ximen?
When it comes to Ximen, there's a whole story that I'd like to talk about. In 1884, the Qing dynasty built the Taipei city wall. Well, the wall didn't last long. After the Japanese came to Taipei, they planned a plan of urban renewal, and the plan original was to build more gates so it would be more convenient, but eventually the plan became tearing down all the walls and gates. Ximen was the first gate being torn down.
Then why there are still the other three gates now?
Those three gates should have been torn down, while the public at that time has already had a conscience of historic rights protecting. So they went on strike in protest against the policy. Ximen had been torn down, right? So bricks or stuff had been moved to build the Taipei prison. Now there's an exhibition zone in the Station Farm Metro Mall with Ximen's bricks and stuff, which were found when building the MRT Blue Line in 1993.
Back to Beimen, you haven't told me why they are different.
After World War II, those gates have been ruined and they hadn't been repaired until 1966. The Taipei government decided to repair the city and those gates and walls to meet the needs of tourism. So like Dongmen and Xiaonanmen was repaired as the Chinese green roof and replaced the old Fujian red bricks.
But why Beimen could get away?
Thanks to the Zhongxiao Bridge, Beimen got away with the plan. The government designed to first tear down Beimen, then build the bridge. So actually, the Taipei city government didn't choose to repair Beimen because it should be torn down, right? So after years of discussions, the design changed in the end. But this also made Beimen stuck in the two lanes of the bridge. The whole bridge was removed in 2016 and Beimen got to see the clear blue sky again. When it comes to Mongjia, many people may think of the Longshan Temple, while the locals may come up with the view of the homeless and hookers.
Hey, be respectful.
I apologize for that. But to be honest, many people will think Mongjia is unprosperous.
But Mongjia used to be one of the most prosperous towns in Taiwan, and it served as an essential entrepot in Taipei.
Yes, it did. However, after too much mud and sand stuck in the harbor, it lost its value.
But actually, Mongjia still has a considerable amount of history.
Yeah. Next to the Longshan Temple, Mongjia is an indispensable place in Taipei. Many years ago, Taipei was a dangerous area, and those immigrants will carry a portable 观世音菩萨 to pray for gods and bless them. And after those people became rich, they built the Longshan Temple together.
So Longshan Temple has lasted for long periods of time, right?
Yeah, it has gone through about 200 years, and with all kinds of disasters such as typhoons and wars, but with the donations from the public, it had been preserved well. As you can see, such delicate decorations, such unique architecture structure, it sure is the place for tourists to take selfies.
But after many times of visiting, I think it seems that it has lost the feels of old days.
If you're looking for the feel of old days, we should go to Bo-Pi-Liao. Yeah, it has been preserved since the Qing Dynasty.
But why does it called Bo-Pi-Liao? Does it have any relation with taking off something's skin?
Well, maybe some people say that trees were used to stand there and they will take off their tree barks. While others say that there is also a leather industry there and they will take off the animal skin there. Now it not only serves as a center of history and traditional custom, but also a core of the literary development. Foreigners like to go to Taiwanese night markets, for example, Huayuan Night Market, Shiling Night Market, and Liuhe Night Market. And no trip to Taiwan will be complete without a visit to a local night market.
Oh yeah, I enjoy all of it in night market, especially steamed stinky tofu.
Yeah, do you know where the most famous stinky tofu is?
Nanjichang Night Market?
Of course, that's a topic. Yeah, it's in Wanhua District. So now I'm at the Nanjichang Night Market, so I'm going to have some of the foods inside. Let's go. So now I'm tasting one of the most famous steamed stinky tofu, and I ordered a spicy one. And as you can see, such bouncy and juicy stinky tofu, well, that looks tasty. So this is the famous dumpling in the Nanjichang Night Market, and I'm going to have one. Oh, there's a lot of vegetables and meat inside. It looks so delicious. And there are only two things in this drawer. One is dumpling, and the other one is the spicy and sour soup. Well, as you can see, there are a lot of like vegetables or pig blood inside. Now I'm having, I would say, the best Toro ice in Taipei.
Why does it called Nanjichang Night Market? It's not nearby the airport.
In 1909, Taiwan was a colony of Japan, and the Japanese government used that place as a training field of the land force. And by the way, it was also called Ma Chang Ting because the soldiers at that time have to learn the techniques to ride a horse.
What does that have to do with an airport?
Don't worry, I'm telling you. There was no airport for the Air Force in Taipei at that time, so the Japanese government used that flat field as an airport temporarily. However, with the development of aviation industry getting faster, the airport can't afford passenger plane to land. So another airport called Taipei North Airport was built in Longshan in 1903, which is the Longshan Airport now. And the one we're talking about became the Taipei South Airport.
Oh, so then why did it become a night market?
After the government of Republic of China came to Taiwan, the airport was planned to serve as a training field for the Air Force. But the land force had already built some stuff like dormitory there. And after years, the government built the youth park and the Nanjichang public housing in 1963. And with the rise of the shopping district and stuff, more and more stores opened, and it finally became one of the most famous night market in Taipei. History is very important to a country. We can learn what the people did in the old days through studying history. Although we live in a generation with high technology, with the changes of time, history has become an indispensable part in our life.
For example, Longshan has become a commitment to a spirit, and Beimen has protected all the residents in the Taipei Old City, while Nanjichang Night Market has become a famous tourist spot.
History is an ongoing process and it's never going to end. So through today's introduction, I hope everyone here understands more of the history of Taipei. That's a wrap. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.